I can't do. So went and picked up some new panels. They're dirty, but they're fully intact, and so are the trims. I really wanted those, and I really wanted door panels that weren't crushed. Here, I'll show you. I don't know if you can see every hole. My grandpa loves self-tapper screws, and broken. Plus, I put these stupid girls in there. Fuck, dumb as shit. Don't ever put girls in there. And then with the new wheels, I got 285/70 R17s. These things are humongous. They're thick too. I'm so excited to see these on the truck. Even with, I have to buy new lug nuts, so stock lug nuts are too short. So now it is a new day. Another part of this video. I am going to be dropping the tank and sanding it because it is a little bit rusty. See, I started going up here, and that was fine, but I was like, I can't really get to any of those parts right down in here and the crevices and everything around here. So I'm going to drop the tank, and all it takes is 10 mils right here, and then this bolt right here that held this in was 115. So the easiest way I got the neck off was, so I got this clamp off that was right here. That's a 10 millimeter bolt. I would not recommend trying to use a flathead with it. And then the other easiest way to get this piece off, I tried going here, but I figured, wait, hold on. It's a lot, it'll be a hell of a lot easier if I just go right here. So that connects to right here, same thing, 10 millimeter. And then I stuffed a rag in here. There's a filter down in there. Like, it goes in, and there's a filter right there, so nothing crappy can get in. But I still stuck a rag in there just in case. And I'm going to put, there's a brand new fuel filter put in right along there in the frame somewhere, right before I stopped driving this thing. And I put stabilizer in it. So, in theory, it should all be fine, hopefully. So for this bolt, you're gonna need, it's a 15 millimeter, and you're probably gonna want a crawler or a creeper, because it's up there. 15 millimeter, I suggest using impact or a wrench yourself. I mean, not a wrench, a ratchet yourself, because it can be off. And then for the connections, this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's pretty easy. Just lift the pin and pull back. This one gave me some trouble right here. There's a little white pin that goes in right there. It looks like that. I just popped it out, and then eventually I had to literally pry it off with a flathead screwdriver. But that is how you do the connections. And once you do that, you're gonna need to disconnect your fuel lines, which I will go do. This is a pain in the... Everything was easy up until this point. These fuel lines, they're a little bit different on the 97, 98, where you have to actually push these pins inside back here with... This is the best thing to use for this job. I still have to do a second one, but this saved my life. It's a 3/8, whatever this is. I'll put it up on the screen right here. Yeah, it's that. And so basically, what you want to do is just, oh, wrong way, duh. Get both of these little tabs in here. You kind of got to pinch them in, but that's what these plastic ones are for. So it's a little bit easier. When I tell you these are a pain in the ass, these are a pain in the ass. Okay, so finally got this one off. This is god awful. This one was way worse than this one. So basically what you have to do is, this is on here, right? Get your same old 3/8 holes, get it on there, and then when that's pressing on it, you literally need to get a flathead screwdriver and pound your hand against it to push it off and off and off and back. These are terrible. Be ready to do these. If you don't have your bed off, it'll probably be even harder. So be in there for the long haul. So bolt for that side just snapped. I kept hitting it with the impact. Snapped. I don't know why it wouldn't go. Maybe it was just so rusted out to the point. There you can see I literally bent it. So this is out. So I'm going to continue sanding this, and then I'm going to clear coat over it. This is going to be a slow process, but the cost of a gas tank is more than I'd like to spend at all. I want to sand and sand and sand until it gets nice and shiny, and then I'll clear the whole thing, and I really hope that rust doesn't come back. So this is the top side of the gas tank basically done. Actually, this is taking me a very long time as what I thought it'd be. But sanding everything. Obviously, it wasn't at all perfect. There's still some nooks and crannies that I just can't get to with anything that I do. Everything else is actually pretty good. I am going to tape off this, and I'm going to hit it with some gloss black on top. Obviously, tape off the fuel pump. But now listen, obviously, like I said before, spots I couldn't get. Yeah, okay. Guess what? It's the gas tank. It's not going to be seen barely at all. And I kind of just want it to blend in. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect. But with the there's minimal rust still showing, except for here. I really don't want to mess with the fuel pump, so I'm not going to touch that. I just really hope that this doesn't, like, actually collapse in on me. But I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. But no one's going to see it. It's just going to be in there, and it's going to be painted black to blend in. So there's no problem with just, regardless whether it looks crappy or not, I'm going to use 2-in-1, primer and paint, and let it eat. So I have it fuel pump taped off. I didn't want to paint anything on the fuel pump, so I taped this off right here just for good measure. I taped this off. I'm just going to leave this as this because it really doesn't matter at all. But then I want to put this little piece of shirt over it, tuck it under, and zip tie it around so nothing can touch the fuel pump because I really don't want anything to touch the fuel pump. So obviously not perfect, but it's literally whatever. It doesn't need to be perfect at all. Lacquer thinner on it and degrease the entire thing, and I think I'm going to go over it one more time with a dry rag and then the lacquer thinner one more time, but then I will be ready to paint. So final overview. Obviously sanding wasn't perfect. There's still some spots. This is just like patina at this point. I sanded everything down and the paint will stop the rust. But sanding everything down, that's what it's gonna look like right before I paint it. Everything's just about ready, so I'm gonna hit it with the first coat. That is the first layer done. Let that dry for a little bit and then hit it again. Some spots I missed, but actually for flat black it looks not half bad. I'm gonna still go over it with a gloss clear coat, but I was gonna go over it really heavy so I'd have a gloss effect, but I really don't mind this at all. It doesn't even look that bad. Coat number 2, drying. Okay, let's try this. I actually really was excited to try this. I'm gonna try it on the front bumper. I just cleaned it with some Windex. I'm gonna clean this side too, but I'm gonna use this on this side, and then we'll see the difference between the two. So it doesn't, well, yeah, I guess it's a little different. Let's peel off this tape. So I actually did polish this side not that long ago, but it's been a while. This is the difference. I mean, it's nothing crazy, but I'm gonna do it to the whole front and to see if it makes a difference. And I'll get a picture for cross-referencing. Looks a little better. I don't know how much different, but I'll do the side by side and like now. Time to do the third coat. So I kind of fucked up on this last coat. You can see there's little circles, kind of pissed me off, but not really going for perfection here, so I'm not too worried about it. So once this dries, I'll hit it with the clear coat 2 if I have enough, but then I'll take everything off, or let it dry and then take everything off, see how it looks. So this is after the third coat is dry. Like I said, that's from when it just kind of splattered. I'm kind of pissed that happened, but it's really not that big of a deal because it's not gonna be seen anyway. It's the top of the gas tank. I am gonna lay down a clear coat and then take another video right here. So I actually perfectly ran out of clear coat when I was basically done. I had perfect amount enough. So I'm gonna let this dry overnight and then go pick up more clear coat if I really need to. Now that the gas tank is done, I think I'm going to do a quick little recap of everything that's happened so far and go over everything that I got before I end the video. So, taillights, third brake light is sanded, self-sand the other two. Fuel tank is out and painted. Clear coat's drying. Picked up new door panels, bezels. I'm still waiting to buy new rear drums. I got sandpaper, and that's all sandpaper and stuff. Put stabilizer in the fuel tank so the fuel doesn't go bad. It's front speakers, interiors. Actually, I pretty much pulled just about everything out of it. I don't know, what the fuck you use this for. I'm gonna hang it up in my room, but I don't know. I got some new rags right there. I use Neverdol on the front. Looks pretty good for right now. I got tires currently being mounted on those Pacer wheels that I think I had showed at one point. Got everything out, back bumper. The new regulator is gonna go in. I have to tear all my stuff out that I had for my amps, or for my subs that I had in here at one point. There's still a couple things I gotta grab. I'm gonna redo these speakers back here because this one actually doesn't really fit. It's too mounting depth's too deep. I still have yet to paint the frame. I'll wait until harvest is over. It basically is, but not quite. These are the wheels, all the tools I've used so far, and that is pretty much it for this video. I think this video is going to be what, 11 minutes long or something like that, 12 minutes. Next thing I'm going to do is clean this out. This thing the gas tank sits in. I am going to get a new bolt for the gas tank because it's broke, holding it up. I'm going to do one more layer of clear coat on top of that, then put it up on two stands and do the bottom side. And then after that, I think I'm going to start the process of sandblasting the frame and removing or doing little things like tearing out old brake lines that are just still sitting in here. And then eventually I have to do shock mounts, new shocks. I'm going to do some KYBs, I think, gas adjust ones. Then finish polishing my lights. So that is going to be it for the video. Thank you everybody for watching, especially if you watched to the end. Tune in maybe another week or two. I'll have a new video posted. A full update. Thank you everybody. Peace.